Hi and welcome beautiful souls. I'm back outside. I'm in a cardigan but it's freezing, but I'm back on my swing. I haven't been on my swing since last summer. Anyway, it's a little bit sunny this morning but cold, but I thought I'd come outside. Now, I read a comment this morning. I didn't reply back to it because I wanted to make a video, and they basically said that the twin flame concept is an utter scam. It's just people, I think actually they referred to just women waiting around in desperate situations, blah blah blah. Now, here's the thing. Now, in this journey there can be that element, but what I want you to know is that is not the journey. It's not. The journey is an activation. The journey is a spiritual journey. Now, very early on, if you are very early on in the journey, you won't be bothered about those words that I'm speaking. But save me and come back to me, because once you've done all the toxic looping, once you've been on the journey and you've had all the dark night of the soul and you've had all the spiritual synchronicities, then what I start to speak will make sense. But I want to state here and now that there is a lot of toxicity out there regarding twin flames, and a lot of it, they're not even twin flames, because what are twin flames? Twin flames is a spiritual journey. Divine feminine is activated by divine masculine, but once that activation is there, it is for divine feminine to come into her power. That is why the Kundalini is activated. It activates all the chakra system. Now, base and root chakra, we know, is for safety and security and financial freedom, and for you to feel that full abundance energy, so you're not in lack, you're not in fear. Sacral chakra is your purpose, your passion, doing what makes your heart sing, what brings light to you. Your solar plexus, which is the should've, could've, would've of all the regrets and feeling not good enough and feeling what will people say, what will people think, that gets activated to a point that you don't care, that you know that your mission is bigger than somebody else's ego. Your heart chakra gets activated because you are here as that beautiful divine feminine to find inner union and self-love, self-mastery, mastering your emotions, mastering who you are down on this planet. That throat chakra gets activated so you can speak your authentic truth, so you can align with who you truly are at original soul blueprint. Your third eye gets activated as your inner compass, so you realize that you are now no longer living a life from mind and ego and doing what is expected of you. You are now aligning with your heart and your soul, and you are now living a soul-led based life as a multidimensional being, and that is where all your clairs get activated. Now, if you're listening to this, and I'm going to go on to Crown in a minute, but if you're listening to this and you're like, I don't even know what she's on about, that makes no sense, I just want him back or she back, then maybe you're not on a twin flame journey, because a twin flame journey is not about waiting. It's not about the greatest love romance. It's not higher than soulmates. It's completely different. It's like me trying to say to you a steak dinner and a vegetarian dinner. They're very, very different things. A twin flame, which I wish I could change, but I don't, because it helps people signpost to the truth who are really truly on the journey, will activate all your chakras. You will have a Kundalini activation. It's a deeply spiritual activation, and you will know. It's not something that you're just going to walk away from and go, oh, she ain't my twin flame now, or he ain't my twin flame now, I'm choosing this one, this is a better one, I love this one. That's not it. This is a deeply transformative spiritual experience. There is no waiting for anybody. They come in, they activate you. Now, and this is where you have to be careful in what I'm saying. They will keep coming in and activating you. But they're activating you into the best version of yourself. And because you are one soul, as you evolve, they evolve. But you, Divine Feminine, have to be really careful that you don't get into all that toxic energy of going, well, I'll just wait for them. That's not the journey. This is about you empowering you. And this is where all the toxic, scammy stuff comes from, because they talk about it just as the greatest love romance. And yes, at the beginning, it did feel like that. And it was like that for both twins, but it's an activation. Once the activation has taken place, then Divine Feminine, it is up to you to come and reclaim your power, align with your Shakti, align with your chakras. And once you get to that third eye, you start to raise into a higher frequency, a higher consciousness. You start to realize what this journey is truly about. And at that frequency, now this is where people get triggered, but I'm all about telling you the whole truth. You start magnetizing in situations, careers, lifestyle, homes, finances, friends, situations, holidays, everything. And sometimes relationships that are at a really high frequency. And at this point, and I work with many people that are further down the line, people will go, I've now got what I think is my twin flame, that I've always thought for years is my twin flame coming back in, but I've now got somebody else coming back in, and they feel like my twin flame, because they're now matching and they're really in their divine masculine power. They're really emotionally matured, and they're really holding space for me in a very different frequency, very deeply spiritual. And this is because you have shifted into a higher frequency. And at that point, you will then make the decision, do I want to be alone? Do I want this high-level soulmate? Or do I want to be with my twin flame? And at that point, it can feel quite confusing. But what you are being asked to do is still alchemize that energy and live in the now moment. Always on this journey, it is about being in the present moment, being in the now moment. In the last couple of weeks, I've worked with many people that have got to that stage, and they contact me and work with me one-on-one because they're like, Kat, I'm really confused. I've now got the twin coming in, but I've also got this really high-level soulmate that actually feels really good. And obviously it's never my decision, it's always their decision, but I help them understand what is truly going on. And this is why this journey is so confusing. But let me tell you, Divine Feminine, and I really want to stress this, this is not about him doing this, she doing that. I can always tell when people are viewing this journey as just a love romance and in victim energy. It's not about being in victim energy. It's about self-mastering that energy. You'll start off in that victim energy, but then it's about observing. What am I feeling? I'm feeling abandoned. I'm feeling betrayed. I'm feeling lack. I'm feeling fear. Okay, why am I feeling that? What can I do to take back my power? What can I do to change my frequency? And not many people, when it's early on in the journey, you don't want to hear that. You're like, I'm not bothered about changing my power. I'm not bothered about reclaiming my power. I just want somebody else to ride in on a white horse and fix it for me. That's not the journey. And so, you know, I've thought long and hard, and some of you will have seen, I hate the word twin flame. But I use it as a signpost because I want people to hear what the truth is. I want people to get out of the looping and get out of that toxic energy. This is not about sitting in toxic energy. This is not about waiting. This is not about, oh, I just need to wait and love them from afar, put my whole life on hold and just love them. That's not it. That's not the journey. The journey is about reclaiming your power. And if you're truly on the journey, do not worry, Divine Masculine will come back in. But it's up to you. It's up to you how you take it forward. If you need more help and support on this journey, I'm really cold now. I'm going in for a little cup of Yorkshire tea because my hand is shaking. If this video has been rather shaky, I'm so sorry. It's because it's cold here in February in the UK, but I wanted to do it outside because I wanted to bring a bit of sunshine to the energy today. Plus, it's full moon energy. I send you so much love, many blessings. Keep heading north.